Hey everyone and welcome to Top Scholars. In this session, we are going to discuss polynomials and previous year questions based on polynomials. This is one of the simplest chapters of grade 10. Questions are very easy. So we are going to wrap up all the types of questions from 2020 to 2025 in this particular session till 2024, sorry. So if you notice very carefully, from 2020 to 2024, only 1 mark questions are asked from polynomials. So you can expect a 1 marker definitely for sure in this year exam as well. So if you see in 2022 questions of 1 mark were asked, in 2021 again 2 questions, in 2022 3 questions, in 2023 again 3 questions of 1 marks, and in 2024 only 1 question of 1 mark was asked. So definitely these are all MCQs basically. So you can expect 1 MCQ or maybe 2 MCQs in the exam for 2025, and they're very simple. This session is enough for you to revise polynomials. So let's begin. So this is just a rough analysis, 1 marker asked from 2020 to 2024. Okay. So let's have a look at the first question. The first question says, if one of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 3x plus k is equal to 0 is 2, then find the value of k. We're supposed to find out the value of k. One of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial is 2. That means what? 2 satisfies the given equation, right? So there what you can do is you can just put x as 2. Put x as 2. I'm writing down the entire solution. Anyways, this is MCQ. You'll have to solve it and then tick mark the correct option. So here you have x square plus 3x plus k is equal to 0. What are we going to put? We are going to put x equal to 2. So put x equal to 2 here. So you get 2 square plus 3 into 2 plus k is equal to 0. So 2 square is 4 plus 3 into 2 is 6 plus k is equal to 0. 4 plus 6 is 10, right? So 10 plus k is equal to 0. So k is equal to minus 10, right? So B is the correct answer. Simple. All we needed to do is put the value of x as 2 and you get the answer. Easy. Let's continue. So find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros have a sum of minus 5 and a product of 6. And 4 options are given. Now understand, whenever they are giving the sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros, how does the quadratic polynomial look like? Let me give you a quick revision of that. So whenever alpha and beta are the zeros, right? Alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial. So if alpha and beta are zeros of the quadratic polynomial is given by k times, there is some constant k, right, into, this is the main thing, x square minus alpha plus beta times x plus alpha beta. So this is how we write down the quadratic polynomial when the sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros are given. Here we are already given, right? Here what do we have? The sum is minus 5. We are given with alpha plus beta is equal to minus 5, and then alpha into beta, the product is 6. So here we can put minus 5 and here we will put 6. So what do we get? We get k times x square minus alpha plus beta is how much? Alpha plus beta is minus 5. So we write down minus 5 into x plus alpha beta is how much? alpha beta is 6, right? So you get k times x square minus minus becomes plus. So plus 5x plus 6. Now see, k can be any constant. Here if you see the options, this k is anyways 1. So you can ignore k. Ignore. X square plus 5x plus 6. Can you see this in the options? Check. Yes, option A. So option A is the correct option. X square plus 5x plus 6. Right? There is one more way of doing it. We know that the sum of the zeros is given by minus b by a. So here minus 5 by 1, which is minus 5. Product is c by a, 6 by 1. So obviously this is happening only in first option, because if you go over here, this if you do minus b by a, you'll get plus 5, right? But we need the sum as minus 5. So option A is the correct option, right? Okay, let's continue. Okay, so if alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square minus x minus 4, find the value of 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta minus alpha beta. Firstly, we are given with a polynomial, right? What is the given polynomial? We have the given polynomial. So given polynomial is x square minus x minus 4. So if we compare this, right? If you compare with this is comparing with ax square plus bx plus c. Anyways, 4 options are there. But let's see. Let's try to solve this without option and we'll see the options at the end. So ax square plus bx plus c. Can I say a is 1 here? So a is 1. Can I say b is minus 1? And c is how much? C is minus 4, right? Now we know that alpha plus beta is how much? Alpha plus beta is given by minus b by a. That is minus of minus 1 by 1. Minus of minus 1 by 1. Minus minus becomes plus. That is 1. So alpha plus beta is 1, right? How much is alpha into beta? Alpha into beta is c by a. C by a, that is equal to minus 4 by 1. That is equal to minus 4. Alpha plus beta is 1. Alpha into beta is minus 4. Now understand, alpha plus beta is 1. Alpha into beta is minus 4. We are supposed to find out 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta minus alpha beta, right? So if I write down 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta, then just solve this further by taking the LCM. I get alpha plus beta by alpha beta. So this part is alpha plus beta by alpha beta minus alpha beta, because this minus alpha beta is also there. Alpha plus beta is how much? Alpha plus beta is already over here, right? Alpha plus beta is 1 by alpha into beta is how much? Minus 4. Then I have a minus sign. Then again I have alpha beta, which is minus 4. So can I say this becomes minus 1 by 4 plus 4. Now if you take the LCM, 4 4 is 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. So can I say this becomes 15 by 4? So let us check if 15 by 4 is there in the options. Yes, it is there in the options. So option A is the correct option, that is 15 by 4. I hope you are understanding this. So here we have alpha plus beta, we have alpha beta. Alpha plus beta is how much? We already calculated, that was 1, right? That is minus b by a. Alpha into beta is c by a, which is minus 4. Then again we had a minus sign here. And then we have alpha beta, which is minus 4. This minus minus becomes plus. You solve that, you get 15 by 4. Let's continue. So if one of the zero of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 3x plus k is 2, then find the value of k. Again, it's a very simple question, very easy. Nothing much in this. Already a polynomial is given to us. So I can say given polynomial. So given polynomial is x square plus 3x plus k. One of the zero is how much? One of the zero is 2. So we can put x as 2. So can I say p of 2 is equal to 0? So here I get 2 square plus 3 into 2 plus k is equal to 0. So 4 plus 6 plus k is equal to 0. 4 plus 6 is 10. So can I say 10 plus k is equal to 0? So k will be equal to minus 10. So the value of k is minus 10. Easy? Okay. Let's have a look at a new question now. Looks slightly complicated. Don't worry, it is going to be easy. If one of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial k minus 1 into x square plus kx plus 1 is minus 3, then the value of k is. It's already given that minus 3 is the 0, right? So here already p of x, the polynomial is given. What is the polynomial? The polynomial is k minus 1 into x square plus kx plus 1, right? And we know that p of minus 3 is 0. So can I say k minus 1 into, instead of x, put minus 3. K minus 1 into minus 3, the whole square, plus k into minus 3 plus 1. So k minus 1 into 9 plus k into minus 3 is minus 3k plus 1 is equal to 0, right? This is equal to 0. This is equal to 0. See, instead of x, we'll put minus 3, right? So further you get 9k minus 9 minus 3k plus 1 is equal to 0. Correct? So 9k minus 3k is 6k minus 8 is equal to 0. That is 6k is equal to 8. So k is equal to 8 by 6. So can I say k will be equal to 4 by 3. Now let us see if our answer is correct by putting it here. So let us see whether our answer is correct or not by putting the value of k there. It's not compulsory, but just for the safer side I am telling you how can you check whether your answer is correct or not. So if I put k as 4 by 3 here, I get 4 by 3 minus 1 into minus 3 square plus k. K is how much? 4 by 3. X is how much? X is minus 3. And then I have plus 1, right? So this becomes 1 by 3, right? Because if I take the LCM, I'll get 1 by 3 into minus 3 square is 9 plus 3 and 3 will get cancelled. That becomes minus 4 plus 1. 3 ones are 3 threes are. So I get 3 minus 4 plus 1. 3 minus 4 is minus 1 plus 1, and that gives me 0. Correct? That means our answer is correct. We are getting 0, and that is exactly what was given. One of the 0 is minus 3, and we got the value of k, that is 4 by 3. Right? Now the new question says the quadratic polynomial, the sum of whose zeros is minus 5 and the product is 6 is what? We're supposed to find out the quadratic polynomial. Again, a simple question, right? I guess we have solved a similar problem like this. So the sum of the zeros. So can I say alpha is given? Sorry, alpha is not given. Alpha plus beta is given. Sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta is minus 5. The product of the zeros, alpha into beta is given. That is 6. And we know that the quadratic polynomial, is x square minus into x plus alpha beta, right? That is x square minus alpha plus beta is how much? Minus 5 into x plus alpha beta, that is 6. So this becomes x square plus 5x plus 6. That's it. Option A is the correct option. Easy. And we have solved a similar problem like this before as well. So I hope you have understood this problem as well. Now the question says the graph of y is equal to p of x is given for a polynomial p of x. Okay, so the graph is given here. This is the graph. The graph of y is equal to p of x is given for the polynomial p of x. So this is a polynomial p of x. The question says the number of zeros of p of x from the graph is. How do we find out the number of zeros? So number of zeros, please make a note of this. We're solving such type of question for the first time, but it is very simple. Number of zeros is equal to number of times the graph cuts x-axis at unique points, right? At unique points. So this graph is cutting the x-axis at how many points? Anyways, it is only 1 point. So the number of zeros is 1. That's it. 1 is the answer. Nothing much in it. So I'll give you one more example. Suppose if the graph is like this, and if they ask you same question that p of x is a polynomial, then you can clearly say that 1, 2, 3. The graph cuts the x-axis in 3 points. 3 unique points, no, 3 distinct points, you can say. Unique points, distinct points. Therefore, it has 3 zeros. Correct? So this explanation is not needed. It is just for your understanding. Let's have a look at a new question. The question says, alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial fx is equal to x square plus x plus 1. Then the question says, okay, I'll just add the question for you. Then find alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is question mark. Right? We need to find something, right? So alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus x plus 1. Then what is alpha plus beta? Isn't this a simple question? What is the quadratic polynomial? X square plus x plus 1. What is the general form? Ax square plus bx plus c. What is ABC? This is 1, this is 1. Can I say A is 1? Can I say B is 1? And can I say C is 1? A is 1, B is 1, C is 1. Right? So what will be alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is minus b by a. that is equal to minus 1 by 1. That is minus 1. Alpha into beta is how much? C by A. Right? C by A means 1 by 1. Anyways, it is not asked in the question. I'm just doing it for your understanding. So they have asked you alpha plus beta. The answer for alpha plus beta is minus 1. If they ask you alpha into beta, the answer for alpha into beta is 1. They can twist and change anything. They can also ask you some different questions like this. Find alpha plus beta minus 2 alpha beta. Doesn't matter. You don't have to worry. You just have to solve it. Like alpha plus beta is minus 1 minus 2 times alpha beta is 1. So that gives you minus 3. Just a random example. Easy. So the new question now says what should be added from the polynomial x square minus 5x plus 4 so that 3 is the 0 of the resulting polynomial. So 4 options are given. Let's ignore the options now. Let's focus on solving this. What should be added from the polynomial? So the polynomial is already given. Polynomial p of x is x square minus 5x plus 4. Right? What should be added? So as of now, let's say let a be added. Let a be added, right? So p of x is already there. So new p of x, I can say new p of x becomes x square minus 5x plus 4 plus a. New number is added, say for example a. What is the 0? 3 is the 0 here. 3 becomes the 0. When we add a, here 3 is not 0, here 3 is 0. So put x as 3. So can I say p of 3 is equal to 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 4 plus a. P of 3 is 0. So 0 is equal to 9 minus 15 plus 4 plus a. So 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 minus 15 is minus 2. So 0 is equal to minus 2 plus a. So can I say a will be equal to 0 plus 2, that is 2. So what should be added? 2 should be added. 2 should be added to p of x. Now how do we know whether our answer is correct or not? If I add 2 over here, what will be the new polynomial? X square minus 5x, 4 plus 2 is 6. Now check whether 3 is the 0 or not. Put 3 here. 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 6. That is 9 minus 15 plus 6. 15 minus 15 is 0. Yes, that means this number 2 is correct, which we have found out, which needs to be added in the polynomial so that 3 is the 0. So these were all the questions based on polynomials. I hope you enjoyed the session with me. Next time we are also going to continue this series on previous year questions. Learn with top scholars. Till then, bye-bye.